100th season starts tonight. I'm the coach, and this is the return of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we kick off the new season with a great one in the NFC North, a potential classic between the Green Bay Packers and the defending champs of the division, the Chicago Bears. I'll be back at halftime with a look ahead to the weekend, but for now, let's get to Chicago and say hello for the first time to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, back for our fourth season already calling games together. Hard to believe that. And as we begin 2019, the 100th season of the NFL, it's the 199th matchup between the Packers and the Bears.
Makes our 4 seasons together seem rather small, doesn't it, when you put those numbers next to it? But how about this opener? Last year, it was the season opener in Green Bay, and that was an absolute classic.
It's my man, Aaron Jones.
The big touchdown passes for the Packers to win. But now they're under new management. Matt LaFleur is their head coach. Rodgers still the quarterback. The Bears, the defending NFC North champs.
Let's get it on.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
What happened there? Gotta get used to this kicking mechanic now.
Drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they
I never saw the meter for the kick.
Doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Michael, 180. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
The realism of the quality of the Packers pass coverage is incredible.
And the Bears have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up. With a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits. and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle and the extra.
Lucky catch and run there.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 30. Yards on the punt there, no return, and the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now it's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the
It's been kind of a rough
quarter,
start, but I'm getting a little bit of a feel.
Football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down.
As I get sacked.
Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
That was a nicely run.
And he's got it.
Oh, Sternberg! Spike it! Spike it, yeah, right into the stand.
Career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A sensational one-handed.
I need to figure out why I can't see my kick prompts or my routes when I try to look at my play. That'll help in scoring these kickoffs and extra points.
They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
penalty and move forward. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Check 59, we're doing it!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers, and he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky, Preston Smith, his second sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That is caught.
Oh my gosh, why didn't he just keep running?
All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go, baby.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a big...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far.
And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Trubisky on the right side. This is Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Check, 59. 26. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike, we need to
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to walk, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer. Rodgers to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Davis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Of course, you get a good stop, and now it's a face mask.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Trubisky will throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop.
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do?
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. To throw is Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers below Nichols, able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about it.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start out with
Well,
field
when it
position
rains, it pours,
at
I
the
guess.
47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll try the right side here with Davis. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Let's go, folks.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers again now. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does.
And Rodgers is going to go down.
Well, what a way to finish there. Is about the summation of the entire game. Well, can only get better from here. Starting to get a feeling of the offense a little bit. Just got to get better at the defense here. All right.
And you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited.